Hello, and welcome to my 2-minute book review of The Kickoff. Though there is a prequel now, this 2007 novel is the first book by Dan Freedman, charting the adventures of youth footballer Jamie Johnson. Johnson has switched schools, and after being a notable player at his previous school, he is now trying to play his way onto the new school's team as well. The problem Johnson has is that his short temper keeps getting him sent off. However, he's a pretty good player, and armed with a coaching manual from a previous era, he begins to improve his game and slowly starts to appreciate that he isn't the only one with problems. The book, like Hardcastle's United that I reviewed previously, begins dumping its reader right into the heart of the action, a good if unoriginal way of trying to hook in those reluctant to read boys. As is the long list of accolades from famous names in the game, or at least their publicists. This is very much an updating of Hardcastle's effort. The games and the leagues that Johnson plays in are presided over by adults. The wider world of football is up to date in terms of its scale and the fortunes involved, and the illustrations work better by nature of being part of that outdated coaching manual. Johnson is a petulant brat and is hard to warm to, but not completely unrealistic in the age group being portrayed, but his gradual realisation of his weaknesses and attempts to move beyond them are commendable. The snivelling bully Dylan Simmons is perhaps the only thing that doesn't feel very removed from Hardcastle's effort. Johnson's broken home, his teen-related troubles such as playing up to his boys will be boys friends and alienating his female friend Jack seem much more modern and relatable. The football action isn't quite as engaging, and though Johnson has been established as a good player, his Maradona moment comes rather out of nowhere and doesn't really convince. However, for the reader vicariously experiencing an age-related football fantasy, I suspect it will be a standout moment. Hardcastle writes about a slightly nicer or more naive junior football. Freedman is keen to make a story that, while very much appealing as a fantasy, also includes some of the grit of the real world. Eventually, of course, Johnson will play his way onto the school A team alongside his antagonist Dylan. He'll make friends with the school's star player and make the first steps to realising his dreams of becoming a professional footballer, all with a decent stab at a moral of hard work paying off in the end. It's a decent enough novel for impressionable youngsters and may tempt the football-mad, reluctant reader to begin to appreciate the written word just a little bit more. My heart prefers Hardcastle's effort, but my brain tells me that young people will probably prefer Freedman's more contemporary reworking of his efforts, and it's good enough for that not to be too disappointing, especially if your edition comes with the greatest football team in the country on the cover. Recommended in just about 2 minutes for football lovers of the right generation. Like and sub if you please. Bye.